Yeah, I will.
Go in. Win the battle.
Win the lead, baby. Win the lead.
Respect, bro.
Respect. Good job. 7-6.
Don't be satisfied.
So the Indiana Pacers kicked off their 2-game road trip last night against the Charlotte Hornets. Now, the Charlotte Hornets came into this game 4-11, but we knew they weren't what their record say they are because LaMelo Ball has been out all season. Also, if you remember, Terry Rozier also missed some time to start the season. So the Hornets, they have been banged up. So we knew coming into this game that 4-11 record was a wash for real. Ben Mathurin finished the game with 20 points, and he only played 22 minutes. Somebody told me, man, it's Slick Rick trolling, man. Ben Mathurin in limited minutes still is putting up numbers. And before the game, NBA.com or whatever released their rookie rankings for Rookie of the Year, and Ben Mathurin was number 1. Before the season, I said Ben Mathurin needs to make the all-first rookie team. Like anything other than that would have been a complete failure. And I still believe that. But now you're talking about being Rookie of the Year. Now, when it comes to the Rookie of the Year discussion, Paolo Banchero is the guy who's going to be the leading candidate. Like, it's kind of his award to lose, to be honest with you. Now, he has been out for about the last 3 or 4 games for the Magics. So that's a part of the reason why Ben Mathurin is ahead of him in these rankings. Now, of course, these rankings are not official. Like, this is not anything official. This is just what someone thinks. I must admit, when it comes to Paolo Banchero, I kind of slighted Banchero on that. You know, I mentioned Mathurin as the Rookie of the Year, and I mentioned how Banchero, you know, his shooting percentages is lower, and I mentioned, you know, a bunch of other stuff. Well, I made a mistake. You know, the main thing I didn't look at is the fact this dude, since day one, has been getting doubled and triple teamed. That has to count for something. I mean, come on now. Mathurin is doing this thing, but he has not faced a double or triple team. Now, he's going to face that probably later in the year. Later in the year, teams are going to start double teaming him, especially second half of the year, because the second half of the year, he should be starting by then. He should be putting up numbers. You will see defenses starting to make adjustments. Miles Turner finished the game with 20 points and 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. Now, before this game, there was a rumor out that the LA Clippers are interested in Miles Turner. You guys need to let me know, though. Is this a real source reporting this? Or is this a random Joe Blow? I need to know. This is no surprise to me, as I've mentioned the LA Clippers about 4 or 5 times in previous videos when talking about Miles Turner trades. I mean, come on now. You can count on one hand how many teams want Miles Turner, bro. You can count on one hand, and you don't even have to use all 5 fingers. I've been told you, I know what's going on here, man. The LA Clippers would want Miles Turner. What I tell you guys? Big Zubac, all they got. I told y'all that. Miles Turner would actually be good for them. Now, there has been a lot of confusion going around amongst Pacer fans about Miles Turner's trade value. What people need to understand here is that this guy has stated that he's looking forward to being a free agent. You have to understand that. So why would these other teams give up valuable things for a rental? No, you're probably going to get a first-round pick and another Aaron Nesmith type player. Brandon Boston from Kentucky. Now, I don't know the Clippers draft pick situation. You know, I don't have a computer in front of me. You know, I'm out the top of the head with my shit. But I do know they gave away a lot of picks to get Paul George. I do remember that. So I know they don't have much. So any first rounder you get from them needs to be unprotected. And that first round pick could be just as attractive as the Lakers pick when you think about it. How long is the Clippers window? You got to think the Clippers are all in right now. And you could hold their draft picks. That's the big deal in a Miles Turner trade, the draft picks. You feel me? Unless you're trading with Golden State and taking a chance on a James Wiseman, a Jonathan Kuminga, a player like that, the draft picks. That's the big deal in a Miles Turner trade, the draft picks. Now, I wouldn't take that trade right now because the season just started. There might be more teams interested in Miles if he keeps playing the way he's playing. So I wouldn't take that trade now. But I'm not like these other idiots out here who's not looking at the whole picture. Like, are you a fan of the team or what? I'm a fan of the team. I'm trying to do what's best for the team. Like I said, this Clippers trade, I'm not running to this trade, but it's not off the table. The Indiana Pacers defeated the Charlotte Hornets 125-113 and improves to 7-6 on the season. They will now travel to Houston. Jalen Green is a guy who I said Ben Matherin's rookie season should be on par with his rookie season. Jalen Green had an amazing rookie season last year, and he's having an amazing season this year, putting up 21 points per game. And he's shooting 37% from the three. But all in all, the Houston Rockets have been Garbino this year. As of right now, they're sitting at 3-12, even though they are coming off an impressive victory versus the Dallas Mavericks. The Indiana Pacers look to move to 8-6. Will they? We shall see. But don't get mad at the facts, though.